Okay, so getting a little bit closer up. Again, a little bit of slack here. 1, 2, third key. Give it a snip. Right about there. This is my Planet Waves Pro winder. I don't leave home without it. And so I'm going to tilt it a little bit here, so maybe get a little bit better angle. There's that hole right in there. And the string just sits in that hole. And I give it a real sharp bend across the edge and a sharp bend around the tuner. And those two combined do a pretty good job. And again, using the Pro winder, which just keeps it honest. And as you can guess, makes it a little much faster than doing it by hand. But I can do it by hand if I have to. So that's how it goes. We'll do a couple more here. Make sure you have plenty of video. And of course, you can always fast forward, slow down, pause, make sure you're getting what's going on here. But these are good techniques to have so that if you're at a show, you break the string, you can get it done fast and in a way that it won't slip on you. Because it's terrible to have strings slipping in a show. The better thing to do, not just because I happen to sell guitars, and I'd love to sell you lots of guitars, but don't go to a show with just one. Even if you're only playing 2 songs, how embarrassing is it to do 2 songs and the string breaks on the first one? And you're kind of going, well, what now? What do I do? So you really need to have a spare. What I do actually, if I'm just doing 2 songs, is I make sure all the strings are fresh the day before to eliminate that problem. And I pay attention to the bridge pieces to make sure they haven't grown any burrs. Just had a problem with my Les Paul. Didn't break a string on it for 4 years, and in three shows in a row, E string went within an hour of putting it on. And I said, well, there's something wrong here, so we got out the file. And sure enough, there were some burrs on the bridge pieces, and we toned them down. Same thing on my Stratocaster, though I got lazy. Instead of dealing with the stamped bridge pieces, I bought graphite ones. And yeah, it changed the tone a little bit, but boy, is it slick. It's nice. So there's always a solution to that thing. But again, 2-song show, yeah, I'll probably get away with just playing 1 guitar. Still have the second one handy. My band just did a video over on the coast, and it was an hour set. I ended up playing just the 1 guitar, but I actually had 3 with me just in case. Never can be too careful. Always carry a spare.
And they're all tuned and ready to go?
We're getting there. I think we have 2 more. Okay, that's what a Tele should sound like, nice and crisp. We've got brand new strings on here. I get asked a lot, when do you change the strings? How often do you change your strings? And for me, I've kind of got this magical, mythical 5-hour thing. If I've got 5 hours on a guitar, kind of like an airplane engine. They tell you how many hours, and at this point, you rebuild it or you don't fly. Well, it's not quite that bad. But one thing that I also do, and you can't really see, because you need like super 60-foot HD and be 3 feet from the screen, but I feel the strings. And you can feel where the frets are starting to wear through the string. So I just do one of these, and then on the E string, if I come up here, my hands come away with a nice little black line. I go, yeah, time for new strings, because the strings are corroded. If the wound strings have grooves in them, that's just a good indicator. It's kind of like you go out to your tires and you see that the treads are almost gone. You know, it's time for new tires. So that's what I do. For me, with a gigging guitarist, 5 hours, it's time for new strings, so I don't have string breakage on the show. If you're a casual guitar player, it still kind of works. You know, you play an hour or two a week. On an acoustic guitar, you can get a month, 2 months out of it pretty well. On an electric guitar, strings are a little bit less durable. You can at least get a month out of it. Because it's not just the playing, it's just sitting here in the air and the oxidation. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. If you live on the East Coast and you're down in the monsoon weather where there's 90-degree humidity, they're going to corrode faster anyway. If you're one of those poor folks that have very corrosive skin, your body sweats in a way that's really corrosive, you may be changing strings more often. There's 3 people I don't let play my guitar because I can put brand new strings on them, hand them the guitar, and come back, and it's time for new strings after one song. So your body chemistry works into it. I tend to carry a polish cloth with me. When I'm done, I'm just going to kind of wipe the strings down a little bit, kind of get some of the sweat off of it so that they'll last a little bit longer. So anyway, that's slot head string technology or technique. I'm Jack at Guitar Showcase. Thank you for paying attention, and I hope to see you sometime.